Good morning, future and fellow weirdos of the flock. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. So, yesterday we were reading more of the same shit. Well, actually, this is more towards the end of all their shit. This is around the time Aaron dies before. Oh, well, a little bit before Aaron dies and slightly after Aaron dies, right? But it also, um, it says God wrote the second tablets of the Ten Commandments. He only wrote the first one. Moses wrote the second one. Yeah. Aaron died towards the end of chapter 10. Um, and then he's telling him again, God told me I couldn't go, but I have to take you there. Right? And there was another thing. There was another thing. Yes, here we go. Um, uh, the children of Anak, right? Like God's like, you're gonna destroy these people, the Anaki, the same people that it's like, who can fight these guys because they're giants, right? And they're called the Anaki, and that is really close to the name Angel keeps saying, the Anunnaki. I think they're the same because it's like in the Bible, it's like these people are great. Like nobody wants to fight them, right? And she's always like with the Anunnaki, they were great. Nobody wanted to fight them. I think they're the same, but then that would mean that the Anunnaki, well, the what she calls the Anunnaki, came from a different place, came from a different planet. There's another group of people in here, another group of giants that come from a place called Camphor. The Camphorites, Camphorinians, something like that. Anyway, that sounds like an alien name. And they come from a place called Camphor. Also sounds like a planet name, an alien name. But these Anaki definitely are giants, and who can stand before them? They're mighty, right? So that's kind of where we left off. And we're going to be picking up on chapter 11. So come in, come in. Did you take your medicine? High five. Digital high five. Fuck yeah. All right, you took your medicine. Coming in, you can leave your shoes on. Whatever. And then stop in the kitchen. I made Keep Ourselves Alive juice today, right? Again, it's tonic water with quinine, fruit, right? Any vitamins you can find on sale, honey, apple cider vinegar, ginger beets, And eat whatever kind of juice you could find or water. It don't much matter. But anyway, you mix all that together, blend it, blend it, and then drink. And that is keep ourselves alive juice. Or you can get keep other people alive juice. Ta-da! So, go ahead and get you some of that. Pack a bowl, roll a cigarette, and then have a seat because we are going to chapter 11. Oh, listen, press the like button, press the subscribe button because it turns out if you get 100 subscribers, other things happen. So, I don't know. Don't you want to find out what happened? I kind of do. Oh, that's a terrible place for that. Okay. So, press like and subscribe, and let's have a great ass fucking time. Okay, so, chapter 11. Therefore, love the Lord thy God and keep his charge, his statutes and his judgments, and his commandments. Know this day, for I speak not with your children, which have not known, and which have not seen the chastisement of the Lord your God, his greatness, his mighty hand, his stretched out arm, his miracles, his acts which he did in Egypt, uh, and all of Egypt, what he did to the army of Egypt, to their horses, their chariots, how he made the water of the Red Sea overflow them as they pursued after you, and how the Lord destroyed them that day. Listen, listen. These people didn't even see that either. This is the third generation of people. They did not see this. He's like, I'm not telling them. They don't know. I'll tell you. I'm going to assume you know. I'm going to assume you've seen it even though everybody that's seen it is dead. Okay. Okay. And what he did unto you in the wilderness until you came to this place. And what did he do to Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, from the tribe of Reuben? How the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them, and their households, their tents, everything, all the substance. But your eyes have seen all the great acts of the Lord which he did. No, they did not. No, they didn't. Therefore, keep all the commandments which I command you this day, that you may be strong and go in and possess the land where you go, and that you may prolong your days in the land which the Lord swore to your fathers, a land that flows with milk and honey. For the land where you go to possess it is not like Egypt, from where you came, where you sowed your seed, and where thy foot, hold on, this land is not like Egypt, from where you came, where you sowed your seed, and watered it with thy foot as a garden of herbs. I don't know what that means. But the land where you go to possess is a land of hills, valleys, and drink the water of the rain of heaven, a land which the Lord cares for. The eyes of the Lord your God are always upon it, from the beginning of the year to the end. And it shall come to pass, if you hearken diligently to my commandments, which I commanded you, to love the Lord your God and serve him with your heart and soul, that I will give you the rain of your land in its due season, the first rain and the latter rain, that you may gather in thy corn and your wine and your oil, and I will send grass in your fields for your cattle, that you may eat and be full. Take heed to yourselves that your heart be not deceived, and you turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. And the Lord's wrath is kindled against you, and he shut up the heaven that there be no rain, and that the land does not yield fruit, lest you perish quickly from the good land which the Lord gives you. Therefore shall you lay up these many words in your heart and your soul, bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. And you shall teach them to your children, speaking of them when you sit in the house and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down and when you rise up. He already said this. Okay. And you shall write them upon the doorposts of your house and your gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children in the land which the Lord swore to your fathers, as the days of heaven upon the earth. For if you diligently keep all these commandments which I command you, to love God and walk in his ways, cleave to him, then the Lord will drive out all these nations from before you, and you shall possess greater and mightier nations than yourselves. Man, I need to shut up. Every place where the soles of your feet tread is yours, from the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river, from the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea shall your coast be. There shall be no man able to stand before you. For the Lord your God shall lay the fear of you and the dread upon you, and the dread of you upon all the land that you shall tread upon, as he has said unto you. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord, which I command you, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord, but turn aside of the way which I command, to go after other gods that you do not know. It shall come to pass when God don't know why I'm so tired. Okay. Okay. Keep the commandments, but if you turn aside out of the way which I command you to go after other gods that you don't know, it shall come to pass when the Lord your God brought you into the land where you go to possess, that you shall put the blessing upon Mount uh, Gerizim, and a curse upon and the curse upon Mount Ebal. Are they not the other side of the Jordan, by the way where the sun goes down, in the land of the Canaanites, the which dwell in the Champaign over against Gilgal, beside the plain of Morah? I don't know what that means. For you shall pass over the Jordan to go in to possess the land which God gives you, and you shall possess it and dwell in it, and you shall observe to do all the statutes. Hold on. And you shall observe to do all the statutes and judgments which I set before you this day. Okay, we're going to pause right here. We're going to check on our cats, water our plants, get a refill, roll a cigarette, and pack a bowl. And we will be right back. Oh, and also go pee. All right, chapter 12. These are the statutes and judgments which you shall observe to do in the land which you're going to possess all the days you live upon the earth. You shall utterly destroy all the places where the nations which you shall possess served their gods upon the high mountains and the hills under every great tree. Hold on. Okay. You shall utterly destroy all the places where the nations which you shall possess served their gods on the high mountains, on the hills, and under every green tree. You shall utterly destroy all the places those nations which. Okay, well, they're not possessing America, so I don't. I don't know. You shall overthrow their altars, break their pillars, burn their groves with fire, and hew down the graven images of their gods. Destroy the names of them out of that place. Okay. You shall not do so unto the Lord your God, but unto the place the Lord your God shall. Hold on. Is this a misprint? Hold on. Wait. But unto the place which the Lord your God shall choose out of all your tribes to put his name there. Okay. But unto the place which the Lord your God shall choose out of all your tribes to put his name there, even unto his habitation shall you seek, and thither shall come. What the fuck does that even mean? What does it mean? Unto the place which the Lord your God shall choose out of all your tribes. Place which the Lord your God choose all your tribes to put his name there, even unto his habitation shall you see, and thither thou shalt come. See, is he asking for a house right here? He's like, I'm going to choose one of y'all make me a house. But then, like, later on, he tells David, did I ever ask for a house? No, I wanted a couch surf. But here it seems like he might be asking for a house. Or saying, I'll choose one of the places and I'll put my house there. But you look for a place for me until then. Is that what he's saying? Is that what he's saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's what he's saying. What is he saying? I don't know. But okay. And thither ye shall bring your, and there bring your burnt offerings and your sacrifices. This is when he's trying to set up his tent or his house, like his makeshift house, his hobo tent. Okay. And you're going to bring all your kinds of things. And there you shall eat before the Lord your God, and rejoice in all that you put your hand into, you and your households, where the Lord has blessed you. You shall not do after all the things that we do here. You shall not do all the things that we do here this day. Every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes. Otherwise, you shall not do all the things we do this day. Every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes. So you don't gotta sacrifice after this day? Okay. For you are not as yet come to the rest and to the inheritance which God gives you. But when you go over the Jordan and dwell in the land you're given, and when he gives you rest from all your enemies, so you dwell in safety, then there shall be a place which the Lord your God shall choose to cause his name to dwell there. There you bring all that I command you, your burnt offerings, your sacrifices, all that kind of shit. And you shall rejoice before God, you and your sons, your daughters, and your servants, and the Levite that is within your gates. For as much as he has no part nor inheritance with you, take heed to yourself that you offer not thy burnt offerings in every place that you see, but in the place where the Lord choose in one of your tribes. There you shall offer burnt offerings, and there you shall do all that I command you. Notwithstanding, You may kill and eat the flesh in all your gates, whatsoever your soul lusts after, according to the blessing of the Lord, which he has given you. The unclean and the unclean and clean eat as of the rosebud and the hart, Hart. Only you shall not eat the blood. You shall pour it upon the earth as water. You may not eat within your gates the tithe of your corn, or wine, or oil, the firstlings of your herd or flock, nor any of your vows which you vow, nor thy free. You may not eat within your gates. Okay, so you can't eat holy food. I don't know what the fuck that means. But you must eat them before the Lord in the place which God shall choose. You and your son, your daughter, all your people, and also the Levite. And you shall rejoice before the Lord your God in all that you put thy hands unto. Take heed to thyself that take heed to yourself that you do not forsake the Levite as long as you live upon the earth. When God shall enlarge your border as he has promised you, you shall take you will say, I will eat flesh because your soul no, because my soul longs to eat flesh. You may eat flesh. See, Jews can eat bacon. See, what are you even kidding about? Listen, what is happening? I thought you could only eat this stuff one time a year. But it's saying you can. When you get to where you're going, you can eat it. It's fine. Okay. If the place which God has chosen to put his name is too far from you, then you shall kill of thy herd and thy flock, as I have commanded, and you shall eat in thy gates whatsoever thy soul lusts after. See, again, you can sacrifice a bacon, you gotta break a donkey's neck, but then you can eat it. Even as the roebuck and the hart, Hart, is eaten, so you shall eat them. The unclean and clean shall eat of them alike. Only be sure that you don't eat the blood, for blood is the life, and you may not eat the life with the flesh. Who would want to drink blood anyway? That's so kind of gross. Listen, I don't know what's happening. You shall not eat it. You shall pour it on the earth like water. Water. That you shall not eat it. That may go well with you, and your children after you, and you shall do which is right in the sight of the Lord. Only the holy things which you have, and your vows, you shall take, and go unto the place which the Lord shall choose, and offer your burnt offering and flesh and blood upon the altar of the Lord thy God. And the blood of your sacrifices shall be poured on the altar of God, and ye shall eat the flesh. Observe and hear all these words which I command, that it may go well with you and your children forever, when you do what is good and right in the sight of the Lord, when God shall cut off nations from before you, and whither you go, and where you go to possess them, and you shall succeed them and dwell in their land. Take heed that you're not snared by following them after they are destroyed from before you, and you do not inquire of their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so I will do likewise. You shall not do so unto God, for every abomination which the Lord hates, have they done to their gods. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. What thing soever I command you, observe to do it, and you shall not add to or diminish from it. That's fucking wild, right? It's fucking wild, man. A lot of that, I'm like, it's a whole lot of words. I don't fucking know. But I mean, it's kind of different than it was a minute ago. A lot of it is repeating, though. It's like how many times you gotta say the same three things. How many times is the whole fucking book? There's like 20 some odd chapters left. And it's saying the same thing over and over. It's kind of almost like he's trying to delay the inevitable by saying the same thing but in different words. I don't know. I wonder if the people with him were like, Moses, come on, dude. And Moses is just so scared because he knows he's gonna die. And he's trying to prolong the inevitable. And we gotta read about it. But it definitely puts it in a different perspective, though. Because it's like, oh, Moses is scared. Moses don't want to go. It's like, we should read his fear, right? I don't know. But does it seem like that to you? Maybe Moses is scared, like he's trying to delay as much as he can. Like they get ready to go, and he's like, no, 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 God told me something. I gotta tell you. You can't go yet. Oh my God, poor Moses. Oh, poor Moses. um, there was something else. I don't know. But anyway, if you stayed this far, press like and subscribe. Because it's totally awesome. I'm telling you, this book is fucking funny and amazing. And it's fucking different, man. It's different. And I don't have to like keep it watered down and bleh. We can know what the fuck it says. And then, like, everybody's like, you gotta look up certain words. It's like, okay, I'll look up that word and then I'm going to read that sentence with every single version of that word and see what's right. See if any of it makes sense, man. If you want me to look up the word, man, we're going all in. So, but I don't know. That's for my evening show, Friday show, Saturday show, whatever day show, the day, like, whatever time somebody feels like talking and teaching me something is usually when it is. But this Saturday is Saturday afternoon around 3. Um, my son and uh, my co-host, well, my co-guest, I don't fucking know, Will, and um, the other Will. I don't know. Maybe the other Will. I don't know. Anyway, they're going to be talking to my son about Odin because he's been really interested in learning about Odin because he's heard us talking about that shit so much. So now he wants to know about it. So Saturday at about 3 will be my son, and it's gonna be great. Little Kelso is so amazing. He's so amazing anyway. Anyway, he's coming back from British land today. Man, he's gonna be here at like 8 o'clock. Well, he's not gonna be here. He's gonna be at his house at like 8 o'clock. I think we're going to the airport to pick him up. Oh, this is gonna be so amazing. Man, I can't wait. Because he said he got me a surprise. I think it's a little Naruto guy. I don't know. I'm so excited. Anyway, Marilyn Manson's so innocent. And Rammstein is so innocent. So I just want you to let you know that. No, I don't want you to let you know that. I just wanted to let you know that metal is fucking innocent. Listen, metal is innocent. Just saying that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye.